You purposely use Muslim tour transportation for people who come over there to try to pull people together. That's what you were doing. Have you talked to the Muslim people who you would ordinarily be doing business with? How are they doing?
I have spoken to them. You'll remember, Jane, the family that we used when you were in Israel traveling us around. Almost immediately, we spoke to one another. We cried together. They're hurting for me. I'm hurting for them. There are extremists in their community who are putting them at risk with Israeli army reprisals. There are extremists in their community who are giving them a bad name. But most of the people, and certainly all the Arabs or the Palestinians or the Muslims I know, have been reaching out for me and crying with me of the suffering that we've endured.
You know, I've got to ask you, when I was watching the news coverage at the very beginning, the terrible things that were going on there at the border, I recognized the town, Sderot. I was like, oh my gosh, we were there. We were exactly there. We were in a home right on the border with Gaza. Have you talked to any of the people who we talked to that day? Are they okay?
I have. We were in Sderot. You'll remember the city. We were also in a small farming community called Netiv Asara. It's the closest community to the border. We stood together on the border. It's a small community of about 900 people. We sat in the home of someone there. 18 people from that community were slaughtered. In terms of numbers, they were very fortunate. Some of the other communities, only a minute or two drive from where we were, is where we've seen these pictures, if you've been seeing them, or the descriptions of the worst atrocities that you could possibly imagine.